Hi everybody, welcome back to another CYT-Crypto episode. I don't know if this is going to go live or not because we're having issues already. The workers are kind of doing this building, they're changing the whole electrical cables and they're doing this building, and our flat was scheduled for today, but it's not been done today. It's going to get done tomorrow instead. Kind of issues a wee bit with electricity, so I don't know what's going to happen, but we'll see what happens anyway. Anyway, good to have you here. I don't know if anybody's on, but if you are on, good to have you here. I'm just going to check the connection. The connection's not that brilliant, to be honest, so the Wi-Fi is not that good at the moment, so hopefully we are on and everything is good. And I'm just going to jump over to the chat area. So much later than normal. I had everything planned out for today because I didn't think I was going to go on. So I had an appointment at the doctor's. I've been putting off for a couple of days, got a pain in my neck literally. Couldn't really kind of turn my neck, but I've just taken some painkillers as well, cocodamol, and they're quite strong. I'm quite actually feeling woozy with it because I don't like taking tablets and stuff. So if I start to slur my speech during the show, you'll know what it's for because it's just starting to kick in just now actually. Right, I'm going to dive over. There's a couple of people in just now and I'm just going to see somebody's writing to me just now. I don't know if there's anything wrong. One sec. Right, okay, nothing wrong. So I'm going to dive over to the chat area. Just make sure we are there. And we are. We have Gene is in house. Welcome to you, Gene. Good to see you here, mate. Gareth Passage is in. One Southside Player is in. What's the tip? Did I mention a tip? Martin Gaker is in. Vin is in house. Gene is saying, oh, good stream. Good. Is Bab a hidden gem? Omar. Somebody wrote this in the kind of free group this morning about Bab, and the premium group as well about Bab. So we'll look at Bab because I'm not averse to looking at it. I just don't trust them, but we'll look at Bab if they're going up. I think they went up 50% or something. So we'll definitely take a look at Bab as well. Ajmal Salim is in house. Good morning to you as well. Just see if everything looks okay. It's still saying it's not receiving enough data, but we'll just continue. So I'm going to go to the market just now and see what's going on in the overall marketplace. We have market cap overall of $243 billion. Got Bitcoin dominance of 67.4% at the moment. Bitcoin itself has gone down. We'll take a look at the Bitcoin chart as well and why I think we could go to 8,800 and then back up above 10,000 and kind of beyond that as well, up to 11,800 actually I think it's going to go before there'll be a new decision kind of made with kind of Bitcoin. Okay, who's the winners and losers? We have Noah Coin is up 24%. Molecular Future, we've seen that before. That's gone up 20% as well. IOST, iExec RLC, that's one of the ones I tipped. And I kind of called it 4,880. And I got out with 15%. Should have stayed in and made 30 or 40%, but I made a good 15%. Can't complain with a gain. And that's only 4 that are in double-digit greens. So we've got about 15% in the green. In the red we have Bytum, which is up already, which has been up, just coming back down. Swipe is coming back down as well. MadeSafe Coin is down 10%. That's the only 3 in double-digit red. So there's not big drops, although everything is dropping just now because that's in USD and BTC. And Satoshi value, what is it like? Satoshi value wise, different story. About 60-40 in the green for Satoshi value. Okay, we'll look at all the cryptocurrencies on CoinMarketCap. We've still only got 3,047. And we're going to go to over 10k. I should have done that already, but it's not changed. You'll probably still hear noise in the background as well. That's the workers in our close kind of working away and doing the other flats in this building. And this is not working just now. Go to 10k. So if you hear the noise, that's what it's for. As I said, we were meant to be doing our flat today, but they came in this morning, had a look at the electricity kind of box and decided they were going to do ours tomorrow instead. So I'm just waiting on this processing. It takes a long time with CoinMarketCap for some reason. I'll just go back to chat area, see who else is in, if anybody. One Geek is sharing. Excellent. Screen stuck. Shit. Okay, frozen screen, share screen. Right, okay, one sec. Now I'm just going to go back to see what's happening. It should be okay. Right, let me know if it's back just now. I knew there was going to be problems with this morning. It's saying it's not receiving enough data at the moment. Right, just let me know if it's back. Yeah, it has to be with what the workers are doing. Just now. Still frozen. Right, okay. Right, 1 wee second. I'm just going to jump on and I'm going to come off that and go back. Right, let me know if that is back on just now. I know there's a wee bit of a delay, so I'll just wait a few seconds. I should have just left it, but I didn't want to go off for 2 days. I didn't want to do a live. I did not want to do a live for 2 days. So that's why I decided to come on and do a midday one. Let me know if that's back on. Only you in the upper right corner. Yeah, it's a video signal that's having problems on YouTube. Damn it. Frozen still. Right. I'm going to try something else, and bear with me a wee second. Right, so capture window. I'm going to jump over to that, see if that helps. No, it's just frozen. Escape. I'll try this full screen. Okay. No. That's deleted me. This ain't going to work, guys. I'm going to try it again. I'll try this, and if it doesn't work, I'll do something else. Plus, and I'm going to do screen capture, then I'll do new screen capture, add. Right, that should be that one. And then we're going to do plus, and then we're going to do video capture, and then we're going to do, sorry, I just say this out loud so I know what I'm doing. Logitech webcam, plus that. Then I'll make this smaller, put me in the top right. And we've got the sound on, okay. Right, and then we'll go to cookies in house. Stuck on the Crypto Panic screen. Right, we'll just see if that is now. We should be okay now. Let me know if that's okay now. And sorry about the hold up here, folks, but hopefully that is it okay now. We're back. Excellent. Okay, so gives us time to go over to this. I'll just keep jumping back and forth to the chat area just to make sure nothing is up. Okay, so we're on CoinMarketCap. We've now got 3,047 cryptocurrencies listed on CoinMarketCap. There's nobody over 100% over the last 24 hours. Tenor is up 84.94% on 18,000 volume. Platin coin is up 68% on 124,000 volume. Market cap of 1.1 million. So this is what we're doing. Always remind ourselves we're looking for hidden gems. We're looking really under 5 million. Be brilliant if we got it under 2 million or 1 million, and try and find these hidden gems that are trading with lots of volume. And with the volume usually comes a price increase later on. So volume first, then price increase later on, or at the same time as well. But it means somebody knows something, a lot of people know something about this particular coin, and this is why we'll look at this as well. Geocoin is up 65% on 259,000 volume, market cap of 1.8 million for that, and circulating supply is very small on that as well. It's only 37 cents. just now. Bitball is up as well. Pivot Token, Dexter, Noah Coin, all up, which we've just seen as well. BAB, there we go. BAB is up 33%. It was kind of higher than that. It's up 62% on the week on 44,000 volume. So it's not that bad volume actually for BACs. So we'll just have a wee look at that. I don't think they're doing anything spectacular. If I'm being really honest, I think they've just got the app out, which is not a big deal, to be honest. In my opinion, it's not that big of a deal just getting the app out. They've no banking license or anything like that. I don't think there's any news or any hint of a banking license, which is what we were really waiting on when we were kind of looking at BAB first of all, because it kind of promised us there's going to be a banking license. Top level exec interested in the project and the idea of building products that aim to improve people's lives through innovation. Still no banking. Last Thursday, invited a group of supporters to come and join us. Okay, this is their social I'm going on just now. There's nothing kind of really been updated. Suppose testing the beta version of BAB. That was a few days ago, 10 days ago, 12 days ago now. Testing the beta version of BAB. So we'll look at the price of BAB from a TA point of view. Volume is there at 44,000. That's actually okay volume for a coin or a project that's kind of such a small market cap. Was obviously much higher than that. And we'll go BACs BTC. Oh, we went ETH. Yeah, we should have went ETH there. So we'll go BAB, Ethereum. Right, so all-time low, coming up 16 grey, is up to 25 grey just now, or 250, or 2,500, whatever this is kind of set at. Grey we're talking about. From a technical point of view, and this is on the daily, it's still not crossed over the daily, so it wouldn't be a buy, it wouldn't hit the first rule of my trading certainly. And the last time we went over was the 30th of July, when it went up from 480 quay up to about 650. But it's not being the first rule of trading, so this could just be a blip here, a jump up, and not a pump and dump I would say, because it's on 40,000 volume as well. But I don't know. But we've had a look at BAB. Nothing for me has changed fundamentally. They're bringing out an app, WAP to do's, there's nothing there, to be honest. But I hope it goes up for everybody that held on to BAB, and it was me that kind of brought a lot of people into BAB. So I genuinely hope it goes up. And for the team as well, I just don't trust the kind of team, or the head, the leader, if I'm being really honest. But we'll see, he might turn it around. Hopefully he might turn it around, he might have learned a lot less and kind of turns it around. So we'll see what happens. Right, I'm just jumping back. Black screen, sound okay. Bollocks. Right, give me a sec. Oh, damn it, man. Yeah, it's not receiving the data. I'm going to try something again. Now we should be back. Now let me see if we're back again. Right, we should be back now. I'm just going to have to keep going back and forth. There's obviously kind of issues here, and it's obviously what's happening downstairs or what they're doing in the building just now. But we'll continue as normal. We're back, excellent. Right, so we're going to look at the BTC chart. This is what I was talking about. 9093 it is just now. We've got this kind of symmetrical triangle here, but what I'm expecting to happen, and we'll be looking at, and we'll go to this, and this is the reason why I've spoken about this before. So this is a CME futures chart. You can see this gap here, and I'm going to take these off, take the EMA off, hide that, and we'll hide where is it? Hide that, there it is. So I'm going to hide all that. Just now we can see this gap here, and it goes down to 8,704 closing price, but the peak price was 8,887, essentially 8,900. So I'm expecting we're going to go down to about here, say 8,900 is going to get to down here, or 8,800, round about that price area, and kind of bounce back up. So the reason I think it's going to go below the 8,900 is it doesn't, momentum will take it down below the 8,900. I think this is what's going to happen. So it's going to take it down below here, and then it's going to fill that gap. This is the best case scenario, because we don't want it going up and steadily up, and we don't want it going up quickly and then coming back down to fill this gap. We want this gap filled quickly, and then we can start rising again. Then we can start looking towards the future. And then there's another gap here. I don't know if you can see this round about here, at the 11,800 level. So we can then bounce from here, go down, bounce to fill this gap round about here. So that's what I expect is going to happen. So we're going to go down to around about the 8,800 level, bounce back up and go up to the 11,800, and then obviously can't tell what's going to happen from there, and this is just a guess. Best case scenario is we can't tell. We need to figure out, once it goes up to 11,800, then we're going to have to look at the different scenarios and say, okay, this could happen, that could happen, this is a likelihood of it happening. So we'll see what happens from there. After it's reached that 11,800, if it actually reaches there as well. So that's what I think is going to happen. We're coming down close to that just now. So 9,087. Just now we've kind of touched it, 9,023. And also this line here coincides with the line I'm talking about, and that's the 50 EMA on the 4-hour chart. So the 50 EMA on the 4-hour would be around about the 8,900, just under 8,900. We go to the daily, look at that as well. I'll take off this, I'll just leave that just now. And on the daily, as you can see, we crossed over the 70 EMA, crossed over the 50 EMA on the daily, and it's still above the 70 EMA just now, which is quite good. But I expect it to come down to the 50 EMA level and go to 8,800, and then bounce back up to that 11,800 level. So we'll see if that happens over the next few days. It's Wednesday just now, and we'll see if that does happen. I'm just going to jump back and see if we're still kind of going or not. Yeah, we're still going. Look at the chat. Hi Steve, great add-on before you're live. Alec Baldwin promoting eToro. Excellent. Rowan Rocker, you're either a great ventriloquist or audio way out of sync. It's out of sync, obviously. Just loads of stuff happening, obviously. I'll just see. Yeah, it's not getting better. I should have just left this video this morning. I just wanted to jump on because I'm not going to be able to do it tomorrow. Morning, I bought a small bag of Cote, which was partnered with Cardano. Excellent. Cote is the one that's on KuCoin as well. We've looked at that before. It does look good. ETC is paying well. We'll just have a look at some charts before, because I think this is going to go down. I think the stream is going to go down. So we'll just have a look at a few charts. I like the look of ETC. We kind of spoke about it yesterday as well, very, very briefly. IOST is jumping big time. That's doing well. Still not met the first kind of rule. GRS, I kind of called that a couple of weeks ago and did go up and then came back down again. So that's a good one. CMT is up as well. Not meeting the first rule. HOT, jumping up and down just now. Whole chain. Fuel. RLC is doing brilliant. I wish I stuck with RLC, and I made that a long-term play. If you're in the group, the premium group, you'll see. Right, so this was on October the 24th. This was 6 days ago. I just basically said, you might think I'm crazy for trading in this market, these market conditions, when Bitcoin was going down big time. But RLC was one of the ones that was looking really, really good. And it went from 4,000, well, I called it at 4,880. And I said to get a 50% profit, it'd be 7,320. And we have got up to 7,400. Now, I expect RLC to keep on climbing steadily up to around about the 10,500 level, come back down, and then go up to be its all-time high. Well, not all-time high, but then kind of keep on rising up to 30, kind of 20,000, 30,000, but that would be a long-term play. Short-term, over the next couple of weeks, I expect it to get to around about 10,500, come back down a wee bit to maybe about 9,500, and then back up and start going up again. RLC looks a really good short, medium, and long-term play. It's one of the good ones, actually. As does Wabi. Wabi is looking really good just now, and I have to kind of tell you, I'm in this just now as a trade. So there's a bit of bias there. I'm just going to make sure we're on again. We're still on. Yep, we are on. So Wabi looks quite good, or tail. So we're up to 1784. Now I called this at 1603, I believe. 1,603 Satoshi, and it looks similar. I'm going to take all these off. This was just some testing I was doing. It looks very similar to what RLC is going to do as well. So what we're looking for with tail just now, I'm going to take these lines off. In fact, move them down. Our first target is looking at 2063. Then we're kind of looking at an area round about here at 3,246 for tail. And they've got info coming out very, very soon, and I would imagine it's going to be Friday's AMA. And then 3,500, and then that would be the 100% that I was kind of looking for with tail. Calling it at 1,600 and looking for 3,200. So 3,500 would be the kind of sign I was looking for. Again, we've got a kind of cup and handle formation here around about the 4,200 level, so it could get up to that over the coming weeks, and then come back down and then start going back up again. But expect this to go up as well. One of the Chinese projects doing really well. They've got a product out there, and I think it's good for short, medium, and long term as well. So it's doing well just now, and we'll just have a look on Binance, see how it's doing. 1795, 1786, and you can see this is a trade I'm in just now. I've got nearly 17,000 at the moment. So still expecting this to go up, and it did get up to about 1840 as well. Yeah, the high was 1849. So I'm looking to probably, it might hit this level, and this might be a resistance level, 2075, or around about the 2000 level, come back down and then go back up again. So decide when it gets to 2000 what the order books are looking like and what the structure is looking at like after that. Okay, I'm just going to check again. We'll make sure we're still on. We're still on just now. Chat. Almost November equals ADA staking. Yes, that's coming out in November for Cardano. And I expect Cardano is going to go up big time as well. David D is in the house. Just couldn't stay away. Excellent. Good to see you, David. I didn't expect a lot of our usual crowd to be in, to be honest, but it's good to see you all here. Wabi was a great call, gone at 1618, brilliant, up to 1800, out now, Gene. Good. I expected to go up further, but it's good to take profits. So what did you get for Wabi at 1618? So round about there. 1618 out to 1800, 10% profit, and that's kind of what I'm looking for in my calls just now, especially with the volatility as it is just now. I'm looking for the 10%. I'm up at 10% just now for the calls, but I'm seeing the structure is still there for this call, so I'm looking for it to go further up and to really break the 1900. If it breaks that, then I'm going to stay in. If it doesn't and starts to come back down, then I'll probably get 1850, 1870 or something like that. But as I said, it's a good short, medium and long-term call as well. Crypto Don Wan is in the house. Good to see you, mate. And Rolling Rocker, do you know why DAG is flying high lately? And how high do you think it will go before it drops? DAG is doing brilliant. We spoke about this before as well as being one of the hidden gems. It's no longer a hidden gem. It's doing really well just now. And I hope a lot of people got into that because I spoke about it, I think it was a couple of months ago, and last month we spoke about it all the way up. 184 Satoshi at the moment. Market cap 14 million. I think we spoke about it when it was about 5 million. Possibly even lower. No, it was around about here. Yeah. back in the beginning of August when it was about 4 million. We kind of spoke about it and said it was going to go up big time. I just think people are starting to cotton on to kind of Constellation of what they're actually doing, and how good they could actually be. It's a social like just now. Yeah, more and more people are talking about DAG as well. So it's no longer a hidden gem, but it was when we kind of first started speaking about it, and I first got onto it with the Moonwalker. I'll just show you TH. He'll be extremely happy, I would imagine. So I have to give credit to the Moonwalker, a 10 Moonwalker, for finding this and looking at it. This is a brilliant channel. If you've not checked it out yet, go check it out on Twitter. It's TEH Moonwalker, and you'll see by the kind of Joker symbol there as well. But he's updated his rankings. I'm just going to have a look at this just now. So have a wee look. Tomo Chain, so these are the legendary ones, the ones where he thinks you should absolutely be in. Tomo Chain, High Performance Blockchain, which I would agree with. VeChain I would agree with. Waves, not so sure about. Tomo Chain I would agree with as well. And these are the kind of rare ones and the solid ones as well. Thorchain, brilliant one to get into as well, I think. And that's going to be up and coming. I think that'll be the next kind of DAG. That'll be going up as well. Bolt looks good. Etherbase as well, we've looked at that. Theta we've seen. Safe Haven. The Abyss, we've spoke about that before as well. KuCoin shares definitely Traveller. And we've looked at that as well. That was one of my kind of hidden gems as well. So he does some brilliant work. So check him out, and definitely check him out on Twitter. And he's got his own kind of channel as well on Telegram. So credit where credit's due. So as well has been upgraded to gold, and that's Phantasma. And we spoke about Phantasma as well, which is a fantastic one. So it's just, I think more and more people are finding out about DAG and how big it could actually be, and I think it's definitely going to be in the top 50 quite soon as well. Just see if we're still okay. Everything looking okay, yep. Gene, sorry Stephen, that was the coin tail. Is it on Binance? I can't see it here. Yes, it'll come under Wabi. If you type in Wabi, W-A-B-I, and that was the one you were in, Gene. And sorry Stephen, what was that coin tail? Yeah, it was the one you were in, which is Wabi. They just kind of renamed it. It's just been a revamp. Mark Ennis just saying morning Series G, which is Crypto Don Juan. Very, very happy with 10%. Yeah, I think it should be as well, especially on these kind of market conditions. Crypto Cannabis is in the house. Welcome to you, David D. And did you check out Cred and see performance? The demo SF Tech is today. Excellent. ICOs, too many exit scams. There was way too many exit scams, but hopefully we've got a wee bit wiser now as well. What else was I going to check? I was going to do the usual. Fear and Greed Index, nothing really much changed there. The Tide.io, this is looking at sentiment. Bitcoin sentiment is actually quite high, which I was surprised at, 62.01, considering that it is going down. Just go back to BTC. I'm trying to cram it all in before this kind of stream kind of breaks down, if it breaks down. We'll go back to the 4-hourly chart. Well, that we're staying within that structure actually. Actually, wasn't it? I was expecting it to come down and break that structure and meet this gap that we've been speaking about. Right, quickly, we will look at some of the news I was kind of going to look at. There's a lot of news stories I just clicked on. Bank of America client reports troubles accessing account. I just want to highlight the kind of what's been said in the kind of press a lot as well, or the crypto press. A lot of people are saying, okay, this is time for Bitcoin because there's troubles in kind of Argentina, Chile, Venezuela, all that. Everybody's getting the tagline, is it time for Bitcoin? And this is another one, but much closer to home because they report troubles accessing accounts. Users cannot access Bank of America accounts. Twitter user affected by this issue claimed that not only Bank of America accounts were down, but also ATMs. Meanwhile, Bank of America didn't inform anything about the situation. She then asked whether it's time for a new bank. Perhaps the best option is to move to Bitcoin. So I think we're going to get a lot of this, but I just want to highlight kind of what's in the press just now. Bitcoin eyes first monthly price gain since June. So we're going to have a look at this one as well. We'll look at it on the monthly. That's a weekly. I like the weekly setup just now as well. But we can see here the beginning of the year 2019 would have 5 kind of green months so far and 4 red months, but we've had 3 red months in a row. We've now got a green month just now, unless it falls below kind of around about the 8,000 level and finishes the month on that. So we've not got long, we've only got a couple of days, so hopefully we should have that green month. I'll take this out. Hopefully we should have a green month for Bitcoin, which is good. And it looks as if it's bouncing off the 7 EMA there, which would be even better as well, and want to go above this line here. This has been the kind of structure throughout kind of Bitcoin's history. We'll look at that from the start. This is kind of going back to November or August 2011, and this is the kind of average kind of gain we're looking at here, this big green line here. So ideally we'd love it to get above that, and that's going to be reached possibly kind of January, February time of 2020, hopefully. We'll get up there. But you can see we're still in a bull market for Bitcoin if you look at the monthly. So it depends on what chart you look at if we're in a bull market or a bear market. And we're definitely in a bull market just now, still. Other news. Peter Schiff, Bitcoin rally as a result of market manipulation, dumping ahead. Peter Schiff says Bitcoin rally is a result of market manipulation, not positive news out of China. Predicts fear investors will begin dumping Bitcoin at higher market price. So obviously not a fan of Bitcoin, Peter Schiff. It clearly looks like market manipulation by whales looking to sucker in momentum buyers. By pumping up a technically weak market, they are able to dump more Bitcoin at higher prices. This is quite like this as well. Man Bear Bull. Pete, I made 40% in one day on Neo. If I bought gold, it would take 40 years for that gain. But Peter Schiff comes back and says, congratulations, assume you bought in that morning, just before the rise, then sold all your coins right at the peak price. If not, then you did not make 40%. In fact, you'll likely make nothing at all. So it's still down on crypto, which makes me laugh. This is just the kind of headlines, just normal headlines that you're seeing. Bitcoin price, blah, blah, blah. Bitcoin time traveler, I don't know if you've seen this. Bitcoin time traveler, not really from the future. Shockeroonie. Time traveler story is one of the most endearing in Bitcoin's canon out of their conspiracy theories, even resurfacing in a Hong Kong national TV. Being explained by a former beauty queen, it emerged from 2013 Reddit post, purportedly from a future time traveler living in a dystopian world destroyed by Bitcoin. I don't know if you've seen this on Reddit. This has been around for years, to be honest, the time traveler. It's just talking about how they kind of blew up. Now, however, the time traveler has returned, seeming genuinely surprised at the traction his post got, despite his current admission of a lack of concrete future knowledge. He's still ranting against Bitcoin, albeit now his main focus is on the network's energy consumption, which wasn't considered so much of an issue in 2013 when the original post was made. So he's saying kind of quantum computing, another Bitcoin myth busted as well. We kind of knew that as well. This is talking about Bitcoin defending 9K as well, key resistance levels. XRP above 30 cents as bulls attempt to take control. So take a look at some charts now as well. And we're still on. We're still going live. Excellent connection now. Good. Good. So take a look at some charts. XRP, BTC will go first, and then we'll go to the dollar value. A lot of people are looking at that on day one. And bouncing off the 50 EMA. So 3,218. There, we're bouncing off the 50 EMA. Hopefully we can get back above the 7 EMA. And we can see it all the way above. Once it crossed over on the daily, just up and down, bouncing off the 7 EMA. And it's been a good time to look at it to start buying again. It's bouncing off the 50 EMA at the moment. Obviously, it depends on what Bitcoin's doing as well. XRP USD. Well, just now 29 cents, was just under 29 cents just now. So just under 30. So 29.5 cents at the moment. But if you're an XRP, I would not be bothered about kind of the trading conditions at all. It's just a long-term hold, and it's going to be a brilliant long-term hold as well. XRP swell events coming up next week as well. So we can expect some movement. Usually that kind of occurs around about the swell event as well. Ethereum, still liking the look of Ethereum. BTC, how's that looking at the, just now? 2 million, it's back up to 2 million. It did get down to 1.8 million. It's back above 2 million again. On the daily, it doesn't make the first rule, so it's not crossed over, but I do expect this to go up as well. Ethereum USD, look at Bitfinex price, just starting to cross over on the daily, $184. Expect this to be $300 by the end of the year, at least for Ethereum. NEO, wonder how NEO's doing, USDY. $10.58. Just see if these kind of China news stories have any traction with them as well. We're still live, we're still good. Still good just now. NEO will likely be the next token on Binance US. Do your own research. David D. Excellent. I don't know if you've seen in the free group, David D has kind of been posting what the next coins are on Binance. And every single one of them have been right. So good kind of research, David, as well. And thanks for posting it in the group as well. If you want to join the free group, there's a link down below to join the Telegram free group, not the premium group, but the free group. Way premature to abandon traditional banks for BTC, if ever, in my opinion. No, it's way too early to abandon traditional banks, but I definitely think it's going that way. And I think within the next 5 years, we'll see some big changes with regards to kind of banking. Antonio Medusa is in the house. Welcome to you. Jean is in PMSL. Cheers, PMSL. Is that that short for something, or PMSL? No, what does that mean? You need to explain that one, Jean. Is it a... No. Don't have that. Is it on this? No. So I don't know what that is, Jean. Maybe these tablets are kicking in. I'm stacking XRP under 30 and BNB under 20. Yes, I think that's brilliant, David. XRP definitely. BNB definitely a $100 coin waiting to happen as well. Been saying that for ages and ages and ages. And I still think that's going to be the case as well. Where are BNB just now? BNB USD. $19.74. It's just crossing over on the daily, which is a good sign. Volume starting to pick up again on the volume. There's other indicators we could look at, but we'll just leave that just now. But yeah, it's looking good again. What did we get up to? Go up to $43. So it was only the beginning of the year, just trying to look at the beginning of the year, $5, and now I was kind of really speaking about it then. And I've traded BNB as well and done really well from BNB. In full disclosure on Binance US token call, only one that wasn't listed was Cosmos. That's right, not listed yet, but I believe it's just been delayed. Do your own research. So Tail is a Chinese coin. What's the use case for Tail? This is for tracking products. So what they do for Tail and Wabi or Tail, whatever, it's just kind of rebranded. What they do, they have these kind of smart stickers on, and you track its kind of whole process or whole life cycle from when the actual product was made. And people, when they kind of track it, they've got an app for it. When you track it, you get given Tail tokens as well, just for kind of keeping the tracking going as well. So that is a kind of use case, and a really good use case as well, obviously for fake products that are out there as well. But there's other use cases as well, just to make sure it's originally from the company, they can track the whole life cycle of the actual product as well. So it's a really actually good use case for Tail as well. I like Tail, what they're doing. There's a couple other products like this as well, or projects like this as well. But Tail seems to be the one that's doing well. I'll just have a wee look and just give you more details on that. 10 million market cap. So to me, it'd probably be considered not a hidden gem because it's hidden in plain sight, because it's obviously on Binance as well. But I think it could do really well. So you're talking if it doubles, if it goes up 100%, you're only talking it's only going to go up to market cap of 20 million. But the thing that interests me just now is if we look at this for Tail, I know I'm talking about this a lot, So these are the kind of stickers we're talking about. Consumer scan NFC label to verify product authenticity, so obviously stops fakes as well. And every scan earns them tails. But user growth looking good here as well. This is a user growth. Consumers using tail, crypto holders of tail. So the consumers using tail is starting to outstrip the crypto holders of tail as well, which is a good sign as well. Really good sign. And they've got here 444 regions with active consumers, all kind of in China with active consumers. Partners: Rakuten, Nestle, Binance, MUFG, Nature's Care, and Agora as well. So I think there's going to be more partners, and there's going to be an announcement, I think, on Friday. If we look at Twitter, twitter.com, I think I've got Twitter up already, I have. We'll just look at that and look at tail. So we'll have, this is from Alex, co-founder of TailPay. Something very big has just happened. This is on October 29th. I don't quite like what it's done, but obviously I can't say too much here, but something very big has just happened. And then if you look at tail, and this is why I'm holding kind of tail just now and trading it as well, TailPay. Join us this Friday, 1st of November, for a founder AMA. Our quarter 3 recap comes out tomorrow, and we know you'll have questions. Ask the tail founders anything. So this is what Ask Me Anything. This is what the AMAs are for. So hopefully we're going to get what Alex, the kind of founder, was talking about there as well in his tweet as well. Hopefully. So tails are changed. Yeah. PMSL, like. LOL. I'm still not getting my tablets are kicking in. Right, okay, we'll go back to kind of Bitcoin. Just look at a few more charts and then we'll dive off. Right, this is what I don't want to happen with Bitcoin. I don't really want it to bounce just now. I wanted to meet this gap as soon as. To hit this gap here and then bounce back up. I don't want us going up to the 10,000, 10,500, 11,000, then coming all the way back down again to 8,800 before going back up. I'd rather get this over and done with very quickly and then get up to this gap of 11,800 and start consolidating from there. So, although it's good that it's gone back up to 9,200 levels, kind of don't want it to happen that way. So we'll need to wait and see what is going to happen with Bitcoin, but not what I was expecting. At the moment, I'm just expecting that drop to 8,800. RIP Time Traveller, yes indeed. Okay, I think I'm going to leave it there just now. I've gone through kind of everything that I was going to try. Sorry for all the troubles at the beginning as well. And remember, I won't be here tomorrow. Guys, where is it good to keep XRP? I want to buy some. You can keep on a cold wallet storage as well. I wouldn't keep it on an exchange, obviously, if you're going to hold it for the long term. I'm just going to go to the lists just now. If you've got any kind of charts you want me to look at, let me know. I'll just go to the crypto list. I've got a big crypto list here as well of about 210 people or something. China bans anti-Bitcoin, anti-blockchain sentiment, prepares to launch its own. We've seen that already. That's 25 seconds ago. Whale calls. BTC USD quarterly futures have liquidated a short position of 1,669 contracts at $9 million. Yeesh. Once you kind of liquidate a short position, obviously it's no longer short. It's like almost like a buy. It buys in at that price. So it could be why It's gone up with that. $9 million. It wouldn't change it that much. Dovey Wan, don't overread it. Breaking local government just announced 10 million RMB, 150 million USD government funding dedicated in blockchain subsidy for outstanding blockchain projects. More details below, I believe all of that. Right, going to look at Dovey Wan. If you don't follow Dovey Wan, she's got her ear to the ground in China, so I'd definitely pay attention to what she's saying. Curious, what's your biggest apolitical puzzle unanswered about China? Tried to answer FAQ. General Westerners either overestimate or underestimate things develop in China. Hope can fill the gap to make more efficient. So yeah, so pay attention to Dovey Wan. There's a few others as well that's got their ear to the ground in China as well. But China is definitely up in China is definitely at the forefront of what's happening in kind of crypto and blockchain as well. It's going to be. It's going to be. Yep, like a lie. The enemy of a prediction is time. Can I keep on Trust Wallet? I don't know about that. You need to check that out, Pucos. Atomic Wallet, agreed, David. Marquinhos, thanks, Steve. Pleasure. Pucos, okay. Okay, I'll leave it there just now. Thank you very much. As I said, I won't be here tomorrow because they definitely will be cutting off the electricity. And again, apologies for the kind of troubles this earlier on. But hopefully it's given you something to think about as well. And I will see you same time, same place on Friday. Unless anything drastic happens, but I'll let you know in the chat in the group as well. Remember to join the free Telegram group. There's a link down below, and you can get 3 free videos if you want to sign up for those as well. There's a link down below that as well. If you want crypto research, brilliant crypto research, you can go to Crypto Briefing as well. Link down below for that. That's amazing research they do, and they've got brilliant reports out, and they do that every single week, and they kind of do it sometimes on a daily basis as well. So check them out as well. Really worth the price for that as well. But I will get a small affiliate commission for that if you do sign up with my link as well. Okay, I managed to make it through the live show, even with drugged up as well, with Cocodamol. So it all worked out okay. David D saying thanks, Steve. Namaste. Yes, and namaste to you as well. Take care, everybody.
Here's to the crazy ones, the misfits, the rebels, the troublemakers, the round pegs in the square holes, the ones who see things differently. They're not fond of rules, and they have no respect for the status quo. You can quote them, disagree with them, glorify or vilify them. About the only thing you can't do is ignore them. Because they change things. They push the human race forward. While some may see them as the crazy ones, we see genius. Because the people who are crazy enough to think they can change the world